She's a real-life judge with a big heart for little readers. Judge Shaquita Kelly is using her time off the bench to continue her Jade the Judge children's book series. And her latest release is Jade the Judge 2, Who Works With You. Today, Judge Kelly is here to share what you and your little one can expect when you read it. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad to have you. So the series introduces us to an 8-year-old with a powerful sense of fairness. So what sparked the idea to turn your real-life experiences then into a children's book?
It really happened when my two worlds collided. So my courtroom world and my childhood. Every day when I go to court, I serve people and I help people. And then when I'm off the bench, I go to schools and I meet kids. And they're so shocked to actually meet a real judge. It was in that moment when I remembered I never saw a judge growing up, especially a black judge.
And a female black judge.
A female black judge. And I realized that has to stop, right? I have to start showing them that they deserve to be in positions of power. And that sparked the persona Jade the Judge.
Yes, representation, it matters. We were just talking about that before we sat down. So in Jade the Judge 2, Who Works With You, readers learn that judges don't just work alone, but they actually have a team behind them. Why was it important for you to share that there's so much more to the judicial system than what meets the eye?
Right, I think there's a common misconception that the judge does everything and she's running this courtroom by herself, right? And that's so wrong. I want kids to understand that behind every successful person is a team of people, and that you need to surround yourself with positive images to get to other places in life. And so I introduced them to all the different roles in the criminal justice system. From the prosecutor to the clerk, you know, the defense attorney, the coordinator that people never even know about. So just to give them an understanding that there's more than just the judge. There's a whole team that makes me look really good, right?
Yes, I can agree with that. I have a team here who makes me look good every day. Yes. Okay, so which character do you think was the most fun for you to bring to life, though?
Oh, definitely Maribel, the court reporter.
Tell me more about her.
Well, first of all, she is adorable. But also, I think the court reporter is never heard. She's underrated, undervalued, but she's one of the most important figures in that courtroom because without her, we don't have record. And so she's recording every single word, but it also teaches the students about the necessary element of listening, right? You don't always have to speak, and how important it is to listen, because that's her role. She has to listen and pay attention to every single thing and in order to do her job, right? And so it was really exciting because I had her talk about her ears and how she can even hear the whispers of a gnat, right? She pays attention to every single detail.
I love that.
Yes, and the kids absolutely love Maribel, the court reporter.
You know what, though? I love that you gave attention, like you said, to more than just the judge, because court reporters, I mean, they have got to be on top of it. Okay, nothing slows down for them. They're going, going, going. So I'm glad you were able to shine light on the rest of the team. Tell me, how did your own childhood, because you kind of touched on that in the beginning, your own childhood, how did it shape the stories that you're now creating for this book?
You know, I actually never wanted to be a judge. And it's not because I didn't like the profession. It's because I never saw it. I never saw a judge, a black female judge, not even a lawyer. And so for me, that limited what I thought that I can do.
Right.
It limited my possibilities, right? And it wasn't until I became a lawyer and I thought I had hit the ceiling. And someone said, but you could be a judge.
So much more, yes.
So much more. And I realized it was because I never saw it, and how important representation, how important it is for you to see these positions of power and know that you deserve to be there too. There's a place for you in this position. There's room for you in this position. And so I just want little girls and little boys to realize that you have it. You just have to go after it. There's a spot for you, and you're brave enough, you're smart enough. You just need the confidence, but you're worthy enough for this place.
You know, I think that's so incredibly profound, because I think a lot of times as adults we get new jobs, ones that we love, right? And then we think, oh my God, am I meant to be here? Do I have all the knowledge to be here? But when you instill it in your children sooner with books like this, it's like, okay, they know they're supposed to be in the room. There is no questioning yourself, you know? And so I'm so glad that you were able to kind of put that in a physical format for us to really give our kids that.
Yes, absolutely. And not only brown and black children, but also our counterparts, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask, what does a judge look like? Most people say a male, right? And so I want to change that image so that it can be anybody.
Yes, yes. Okay, tell us, where do we get our hands on the book?
JadeTheJudge.com.
It's as easy as that.
JadeTheJudge.com.
Thank you so much for the impact that you have on our community as a judge, but
Thank
also
you.
giving back to our next generation as well, Judge Kelly. We
Thank you
appreciate
for having me.